The time-traveling shed. It all started when Oscar really wanted a pet. Really wanted a pet. Mum said I can't have a dog because she is allergic to dogs. And Dad said I can't have a cat because he's allergic to cats. So what can I have? Oscar asked. What about an ant? Said Lily. No, too small, Oscar replied. What about a snake? Suggested Lily. No, too slippery, Oscar replied. At that very moment, there was a gigantic flash of blue lightning. It was coming from Mr. Campbell's garden. It was his shed. It exploded in a flash and disappeared right in front of them. Whoa! Flipping burgers! Oscar cried. What was that? Lillian asked. But as soon as it vanished, it reappeared. With a bolt of blue lightning in the very same spot. Mr. Campbell walked out of his shed like nothing had happened. We need to investigate, said Lily. So they did, but first they needed some supplies. They got their school bags. Oscar filled his with the leftover Halloween sweets. And Lily filled hers mostly with books. And with that, they set off. Mr. Campbell's shed was still open, so they sneaked in. Let's hide here and wait for Mr. Campbell to come back, said Lily. Soon enough, Mr. Campbell came back. He locked the door and placed the key in his pocket. He pulled down what looked like a television screen, tapped a few buttons and pulled a lever. The whole place zigzagged and zigzagged. Blue lightning flashed from the window. The floor beneath rumbled and shook, and Oscar and Lily both toppled off. Great Scott, what are you doing here? Asked Mr. Campbell. We could ask you the same, said Lily. Well, I'm talking a trip in my time-traveling shed, Mr. Campbell said. Really? Oscar asked. Time travel? Lily asked. Yes, come and see, said Mr. Campbell. And it was true. They were no longer in Mr. Campbell's back garden. They were now in a different time completely. Crumbling candy, Oscar cried. Incredible, Lily gasped. But just as Mr. Campbell locked the shed door behind him, a hand reached and snatched the key. Snatch! Oh, nuggets, said Mr. Campbell. Oh, shiny, shiny, said the voice of the key snatcher. It was a caveman. Quick, he's getting away, said Oscar. Without that key, I'll never get back to our own time, Mr. Campbell cried. They ran after the caveman, but he was incredibly fast and knew all the great hiding places Oh no, he's gone, said Oscar. Hey guys, called Lily, trying to get their attention. Did he go this way, that way, or that way? Oscar continued. I think you need to see this, said Lily. Which way to pick? Too many decisions, Oscar said. Guys, dinosaur! Lily screamed. Oh no, quick, huddle together and don't move. It won't see you if you move. If you don't move. I learnt that from a movie, said Mr. Campbell. But Oscar, for some strange reason, stretched his arms out wide and slapped his hands around the dinosaur face, giving it a squeeziest hug ever. Oscar, what are you doing? Lily shouted. Then he tickled it under his chin. The dinosaur smiled and with his big dinosaur tongue licked Oscar from feet to head. Lick. He just wants to be friends, said Oscar. Is this really happening? Asked Lily. It's extraordinary, said Mr. Campbell. Well, what are you waiting for? Jump aboard. We've got a key to find, Oscar said. The dinosaur most kindly helped by sniffing for the cavemen. They walked and walked and walked a whole lot more until they heard a voice. It was the caveman, and to no one's surprise, he was in a cave. Right, Rex, do your stuff, said Oscar. The dinosaur did do its stuff. It quickly jumped quite high, landing right beside the caveman, giving him the fright of his life. The dinosaur roared. The caveman dropped the shiny key. Shiny key. Roar! Roar! Just long enough for Lily to snatch it back. Yes, well done, yelled Mr. Campbell. But another caveman appeared from the cave entrance, another and another. They almost have heard the roar. More cavemen appeared. There were hundreds of them in all directions. They waved their homemade spears above their heads, looking very angry. The dinosaur let out a scared roar. We are doomed, cried Mr. Campbell. Oh, silly Sherbet, yelled Oscar. Sherbet, asked Lily. That's it, Oscar. Your bag. Empty out your bag. And so Oscar did. He emptied out the biggest pile of sweets ever. The caveman gazed at the pile in shock. Oscar showered them what to do by unwrapping the sweet and tossing into his mouth. You eat it. See? Yummy, Oscar said. The cavemen tried for themselves and all gathered around the magical, colourful pile. Their faces beamed as they began to feast. It tasted good, and they ate and ate and ate a whole lot more. Soon enough, they were all smiling and cheering and throwing their arms around each other. They even put a weird-looking crown on Oscar's head and kissed his trainers, but there was no time to hang about. "Right, time to go," said Lily. And with that, Mr. Campbell, Lily, Oscar, and the dinosaur hurried off into the far distance to find the time-traveling shed. Meanwhile, back at Mr. Camper's place, garden, normal time, that is a whip of blue lightning flashed and as the shed reappeared in the exact same spot. "Phew, that was a close one," said Lily. "Thank you, Mr. Campbell, for taking us on an amazing trip." "It's been a pleasure. You're both welcome anytime," said Mr. Campbell. "Talking of boats," said Lily, "where's Oscar?" "Mom, Dad," Oscar shouted, "I've got myself a new pet." The TV takeover. Get ready for the next book.